Whoa, all right. So that 4 night run did deserve one more video. A sixth video. Snuck in the picks on you there during the run for night 4. It's always easier to pick night 4, especially a big event like this, one of their tent pole events, I suppose. And, their careers kind of already become this. I was thinking today, what if they just did this like 10 times a year? Not always at MSG. They got Mexico. They could do one in California, I suppose. Suppose they could sell out 4 nights in California. Maybe they'd have to do like Dick's. Well, obviously they do Dick's. Never mind that. Instead of California, though, maybe the Gorge. Atlanta snuck in there. Chicago. Maybe even Deer Creek instead of Chicago. Somewhere on the East Coast. Anywhere, really. And so anyway, but that's kind of what they're doing already. Yeah, you get a one-off every night and like every now and then in a town. But if it's like Bangor, Pelham or something. But a lot of 3 and 4 night runs really is what they're doing. So this 4 night run with a little bit of a break, I do feel like, with Mike was out diddling around doing some things, maybe learning some new tricks. Paige and Fishman, I think they just like to chill at home mostly. Trey obviously out there with Goose, playing with Tab, playing with Billy Strings, learning songs, Goose songs, learning a Billy String song, couple Billy songs there. So I think it showed a little bit, not like it was a totally different band. In fact, there's, the accusations that all their jams sound alike, which, that may be true in some cases. If you look at this 4 night run, you could pick 2 or 3 of the best jams and they may have sounded similar. But you could also take 2 or 3 of the top 10 jams and they don't sound anything like the others. Sand being one, for example. I feel like the Wave of Hope, the Fluffhead, that's always going to deliver a little bit different. Bathtub Gin, not the same Bathtub Gin we got to know. So let's just go back to night 1. Stash, I felt like, was not its normal stash, was not the dark, edgy, like playing pool in a dark room kind of stash. It felt like a celebration there on night 1 to kick us off. And, I don't know, a lot of people like to throw around the B word. It's not necessarily what I mean when I say a celebration. I mean, it almost sounds like it's this. I don't know. That sounds cheesy, but it's like this New Year's music. Is this Christmas music? It sounded like Phish just jamming out some holiday music. Not exactly, but kind of. It's just like a big celebration jam. I don't know how to put it. The crescendo, you just felt like people are throwing stuff in the air, snowflakes are falling. And then Wave of Hope and Leaves also dominated. And for a run that involved almost exclusively Phish songs, there was a cover or 2 in there. Golden Age, I think. Was it Jungle Boogie, obviously. So we got a couple covers there in the New Year's Eve gag, but those barely even count. But we did get Golden Age. Perhaps a little foreshadowing there, maybe something to do with their anniversary, the 40th. Still don't like the fact that they're going to celebrate their birthday all year, And then, was the New Year's gag legitimately that? Just a celebration of everything they've done? Or was it like, we just don't really have any ideas? Let's just kind of go through the compilation route. Let's take the compilation route here. And just bring back a little bit some of the greatest hits throughout the years. And then somehow, I don't know how the Sci-Fi Soldiers and Casbot got in there. I guess we're celebrating 40 years of Phish. So if you're doing that, it was mostly New Year's Eve stuff. So it wasn't just New Year's Eve stuff, but it was mostly. You could have included a lot more of the non-New Year's Eve things. And then the Carini dancers, which I mistakenly was like, I was just in a bad, bitter mood. But that totally went over my head that it was the naked dude. Even the lyrics to Carini should have pointed that out, but I'm telling you, after the way that Buckeyes game ended, I just really, and it's still, I rewatched it and did not really love the New Year's Eve set because I think it was just still in my, it's just in me, like I know what happened that night. I remember what you did last night. I haven't even been able to rewatch the kick. Some people say it was like a bad snap or hold or something. I don't know. Anytime I even see anything on YouTube, like I was watching this video today, I didn't even realize it was from the game. So yeah, let's get to night 2. You had Fluffhead, Bathtub Gin, Ruby Waves. Like I was saying, for a run that was dominated by mostly old stuff, not a lot of covers. Wave of Hope, Leaves, Ruby Waves. Always wanted it this way. I think even that one other song there. Another song from that Quarantine album that was pretty decent, actually. So it seems like it was dominated by old stuff. But in a way, some of the best stuff was Wave of Hope, Leaves, but then, of course, Fluffhead, Gin, Sand. That was one of my favorites. The Golden Age was great. I like Always Wanted It This Way. I'm just a sucker for that song. Every time they play it, I'm sure if you go back through my videos, I'm probably like, that was amazing. Kind of like that with Sand as well. So, and kicking off the night with Fluffhead, that made Colin Tweezer as the opener a little bit easier. I mean, they were opening up with some big boys this run, and and then they opened up that second set. Well, that second set was a bit of a wash. You know, the 2001 through Light. Light was very good. You know, if you're a person that sleeps on Light, that's definitely worth going back and checking out. Ruby Waves, maybe you're a little sick of that, but just kind of like the soul songs, it usually does deliver a jam. Just like Wave of Hope and some of them songs. We just got to get used to liking those, I guess. They're still going to give us the Fluffheads and the Gins and the Stash. Divided Sky, kind of getting shelved a little bit. I know it's there, but maybe songs like Esther, which has gotten a little more play this year than in recent memory. But Divided Sky, always something's got to take a back seat. If something like Esther takes a step forward, something's got to take a step back with all these new songs. And they're playing. Like the sets keep just getting longer and longer. You know, somehow they're finding room for everything to keep everybody happy. Maybe not everybody. I'm sure there's people out there that were like, this run stunk. So let's go. Night 3, obviously the Sand was big, almost like it's always going to be. Wasn't your grandpa's Sand though, you know? Wasn't some old 2.0 Sand, a 1.0 Sand. Wasn't even a 3.0 Sand. It was good. I liked it. It kind of got hard in the middle. Kind of felt like maybe we were drifting into like a nothing Sand. Then we definitely weren't drifting into that slow build, just a monster peak where the place blows up. Got a little hard and heavy, a little edgy. Golden Age, like I've mentioned, and I always wanted it this way. It's now on to night 4. Like I said, the 2001 through Light was really good in that second set. The Tweezer opener, you know, it was, I don't know why I'm looking this way. I should be looking this way. You see me? I see you over there, man. Oh, man, I see that Ohio State sleeve right there. It's going to just make me sick. Had to put on the hat backwards so I wouldn't notice the O. Now, oh, man, now I'm noticing this up here. Oh, man. That's a Fishman ring, though. So then the Piper did really deliver late in that set. And, the second set was a bit of a throwaway, though. But we got a third set. The whole run was really good. You know, hopefully Mexico delivers like this. I mean, I still want them to do tours, but, you know, maybe they just break it. If they eventually break it down to just this, I don't know. And then, like I was saying, you know, is this like, was this just we don't really have ideas? Let's throw a compilation together. Or was this like, were they, what I'm trying to say here? Or is this just like, hey, man, we should just celebrate. It's time to look back. You know, the end is here. Some people look back at their career after it's over. Some people look ahead. Sometimes maybe when you're near the end, you start to look back. I don't know. I don't know where we're at. Maybe we're reading too much into one comment from one interview where Trey, I believe it was, said we've only got a few years left. That was in 2022, I believe. What's he mean, till 2025? I mean, 40 years, that's a good solid number, you know? We had 40 years as a band. Sure, they were retired for some of that. Some of that they were on hiatus. I mean, 83 through 87 barely counts, man. Come on. They really didn't start till 88, you know? They should have to at least play till 2028, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying, Paige. You hear me? I don't care. I've heard Paige has got some hot wife or something now. I'm sure he enjoys spending time with her, doing yoga, eating sandwiches, whatnot. Fishman, on the other hand, he probably spends a lot of time. And then there's Mike Gordon. He's a bit of a traveler. He's got those cats to deal with. He's got that beautiful lake. He can do whatever. Skip rocks if he wants, man. Throwing them fucking cats out there. And then you got Trey Anastasio, who just seems like he's going to play and play and play till he's an old geezer. He'll be out there on stage. 74 years old, Trey will be playing somewhere with somebody, doing something. Still hopefully playing Gotta Jaboo. We got no Gotta Jaboo this run. Gotta Jaboo was kind of put back into rotation in 2022. Mama Sing Sing. All right, well, that about does it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in throughout the run. And thanks for all those thumbs up. We got mad thumbs up on that night 4. Woo! So all you got to do is mention it. You know, while I did that night 4, I did a live stream for that. Got through that well, if I can say. I pat myself on the back. Didn't get distracted. Kind of got through it with no major hiccups. Still kind of bumming. Kind of went off on that guy's penis, I'll say. I think saying penis over and over again might have hurt the monetization a little. I don't know what's wrong with penis. It's a medical term. A lot of people have one. What's wrong? Gotta say arm, elbow. Is that gonna cost me some advertising pennies? All right, guys. Boom. We're out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, when Phish isn't touring, I'm like, man, this is all pointless. What a loser I am. This is dumb. And then Phish comes back, and I kind of feel like the man for a couple days. It's kind of cool. Never really feel. I don't spend much time in life feeling like I'm the man, but every now and then when Phish is playing, I kind of do. I know I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not gonna go turn into some egomaniac on you. Turn into Bacon Man. Nah, I guess he's not. That was a shot at Bacon Man. He's not an egomaniac. He's kept it real. I think he's still doing his thing. I hope. All right, guys, we're out of here. Boom. Don't be going and run. Don't be running and telling Bacon Man, hey, have Zappa 20, dude. There was a couple years there people were destined to get us into a cage fight. I like the guy. Boom, we're out of here. I hope he's still doing it. I'm going to get on YouTube right now and see what he thought of the run. Sometimes he posts a couple days later, though. Well, it's been a couple days. Mustache still going strong. If you were worried, and I haven't posted in a couple days, you're probably sitting around losing sleep like, damn, did he keep that mustache? Yeah, I've been in public. Yeah, we're out of here.